just continuing to say he was going to kill me, going to kill my dogs.
Tonight, a woman details shocking moments that played out downtown, why she's sharing her story in hopes of educating other dog owners.
New road, plans in the works to build a brand new road in Speedway, why the American Legion is quite pleased.
His legacy lives on. Gone a year, Tyler Trent is still helping to change lives and improve treatment for cancer. The big announcement made today.
This is RTV6 News at 5, working for you.
Now at 5, sunshine and cold temperatures today, but this is what we're focusing on that's just about 24 hours away.
A winter weather advisory for the potential of a wintry mix. Storm Team 6 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory is tracking the timing and the impact. Kevin.
And that's the key. We'll get to the timing. How about the sunshine today? It was nice to see that back. 31 is our current temperature. Feels colder, though, because of the northwest wind. Let's break down the advisory, technically not for Indianapolis, but for areas just north. Crawfordsville over to Lebanon, Zionsville, Carmel, Fishers, Anderson, Muncie. North goes into effect at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. As the temperatures tomorrow morning will be in the low 20s, the race is on. I think the first moisture arrives with temperatures below freezing. We're likely to see some snow, light accumulations, an inch or less. Warmer air will try to return tomorrow night, but it'll come in over the top of the cold air. So freezing rain for a 3 or 4 hour period potentially. That will be light also, 1/10 of an inch. Then it will change to all rain as we get to overnight hours and Saturday. Maybe a 1/2 inch to an inch of rain there, just to show you the very leading edge. 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, just the gray of cloud cover. Then as we get to the evening hours, there's your snow and wintry mix and rain in the southern portion of the state. We'll finish that timeline and talk about what comes Sunday coming up.
Working for you tonight with a warning. A woman visiting a popular area in downtown Indianapolis is sharing her story and hoping it empowers others. She says an aggressive man approached her, threatening to kill her and her dogs. The woman shared the story on Facebook, and it's got thousands of people talking tonight. She's also sharing the lessons she's learned with our Nicole Griffin.
The man started approaching me from that way, just like this, and my dog immediately got alert.
This photo was taken of Emily Smith just moments before the story she's about to tell. She was out with her 2 dogs and her boyfriend visiting the Circle of Lights. They decided to get carry-out food from Kilroy's on Meridian Street downtown. She waited outside, sitting along Georgia Street with her 2 dogs at her side. That's when she says a man turned the corner and was aggressively coming towards her.
That caused me to, stand up. My dogs were already alerted, and that's when he started screaming, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill your dogs."
She started to back up, eventually making it to the corner of Georgia and Meridian Streets when she realized her backpack and cell phone were still on her seat. Both dogs at her side, barking at the man, protecting her the entire time. She knew if she let them go, they would attack him. But she says she was in control.
Back away from me now. Back away from me now. Back away from me now. Getting the words into my dogs. It's okay. It's okay.
The man finally backed down and ran away. She called police and gave a description of him, but no report was made. Emily, who owns her own dog training business, then shared what happened on Facebook, her post receiving 1.5 thousand shares. Her message: train your dogs in basic obedience, confidence building, and trust, because she says they listened to her and protected her the entire time.
Stay alert, especially women. Never think you're less of a target with your dogs, especially big, powerful dogs, because I wasn't. And start exposing your dogs and building that communication. It's so important.
Emily's message is a good one for all dog owners, but what if you don't have a dog? Coming up all new tonight at 6 o'clock, we visit a local self-defense class, the message they have for you to help protect yourself. Working for you in downtown Indianapolis, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
Well, we reached out to police with the downtown district office and asked if they have received any other reports like Emily's. They tell us what's more common is reports of aggressive panhandlers who get mad at people when people don't give them money. Kokomo police are looking for a man who they say robbed a bank this morning. The Security Federal Savings Bank at East Markland Avenue and South Bell Street was held up shortly after 10:30 this morning. We have a surveillance picture of the suspect there. We're told that he implied that he had a gun, though no weapon weapon was seen. He's described as between 20 and 30 years old with 6'1" to 6'3" with a thin build. If you have any information, call the Kokomo Police hotline at 765-456-7107.
Another historic day for our country. The stage now set for only the third trial to remove a president in American history. The senators sworn in today as jurors, and then one by one and in alphabetical order, they signed the oath book to be fair and impartial jurors. Indiana's Mike Braun, one of the first, and Todd Young, the very last. ABC's Serena Marshall has the latest from Washington.
The Chief Justice of the United States arriving on Capitol Hill, taking an oath.
I do.
And a second job as the presiding officer of the impeachment of President Trump.
Do you solemnly swear?
His first act, swearing in the Senate to act as jurors in the trial.
So help you God.
Earlier Thursday, the U.S. Senate sat silent, listening at their desks. The articles read aloud by Chairman Adam Schiff, leading the team of 7 lawmakers that will prosecute the case.
Donald J. Trump has abused the powers of the presidency.
The president's legal team expected to be led by White House counsel Pat Cipollone and the president's personal attorney Jay Sekulow. The president maintained he did nothing illegal.
It's a hoax. Everybody knows that. It's a complete hoax.
But earlier Thursday, the nonpartisan government watchdog telling the administration the withholding of military aid to Ukraine broke the law, and the budget office was not permitted under law to withhold funds for policy reasons. The OMB disagrees, but the finding on the heels of new evidence provided to House investigators by Lev Parnas, an indicted associate of Rudy Giuliani's, who alleged President Trump, Vice President Pence, and Attorney General William Barr were tied directly to the pressure campaign against Ukraine. Statements from the White House and VP's office discredited Parnas, while Attorney General Barr's team called the accusations 100% false. The trial getting underway on Tuesday, but one outstanding question: will new evidence and witnesses be presented in the Senate?
The Senate trial is expected to last roughly 2 to 3 weeks, but that could change if they decide to hear from key witnesses. And all it would take to make that happen is a simple majority vote, 51 senators, which means only 4 Republicans would have to cross party lines and vote with Democrats. Serena Marshall, ABC News, Washington.
100 years ago today, history was made in Indiana. On January 16th, 1920, Indiana became the 26th state to ratify the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. Special resolutions were held today in both chambers at the State House commemorating the day. Women wore white suits as the women in the suffrage movement wore 100 years ago.
All of the ladies of the state of Indiana, both past and present, I thank you for the privilege of voting, the opportunity of serving, and the honor of celebrating this milestone in Indiana's history and this major step in the history of the United States. Please join me in support of this resolution.
The special resolution passed unanimously in both the House and Senate today. A little piece of history: 7 months after Indiana ratified the 19th Amendment, Tennessee was the last state necessary to ratify the amendment, which officially went into effect in August of 1920.
It has been just over 1 year since Purdue superfan Tyler Trent passed away from a rare bone cancer. Before he died, he donated parts of his tumors to cancer research, and now the Indiana University School of Medicine announced some important results. IU says work involving Tyler's tumors has led to a new therapy that shows promise in blocking the growth of the tumors. Researchers say meeting Tyler before his death helped make their work that much more meaningful.
He put himself second. I mean, he really put, this is something I can do before I leave this earth and go on up to heaven, something that I can leave. And he has clearly left a legacy.
IU also says millions of dollars have been donated so far to the Tyler Trent Cancer Research Endowment at Riley Hospital.
The roundabout and speedway near the track helped ease some traffic congestion, especially on race day, but it also created a big access problem for one veterans group until now. The new developments next.
Also ahead here at 5, empowering women to pursue their dreams and take their ideas to the next level. Our Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good recipient is changing lives.
Obviously, with all that sunshine, we are dry right now in central Indiana. Advisories stretch from Oklahoma and Kansas all the way into the Hoosier State as the next storm system gathers strength to the southwest.
Keller. Keller & Keller.
A new road will be built in Speedway, one that's making members of the American Legion Post very happy there. On Monday, the Speedway Town Council approved a partnership agreement with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to build an access road from Crawfordsville Road North to American Legion Post 500 on Georgetown Road. It became challenging to get to the post after the installation of the roundabout at 16th and Georgetown, which permanently blocked northbound Georgetown Road traffic from 16th Street. The road will be built on IMS property and enter off Crawfordsville just west of Pan's Pit Stop Liquors. The project will be paid for by IMS and the town. Construction is planned to begin after the Brickyard 400.
A new year, a new round of people doing great things in and for Central Indiana. Tonight, our Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good, it goes to a local woman who is empowering others to create jobs, find their potential, and cash in on their creativity. Our Rafael Sanchez has her story.
Katina Washington was born to birth a marketplace that would forever change the lives of children and the women around her.
That means that we have a responsibility to our entrepreneurs. It means we have a responsibility to our other women in the community to give them what they need, the tools, to be successful.
As a little girl, she set up a pretend business, which later in life would lead to the opening of a boutique at a flea market in Indianapolis. Not satisfied and yearning to empower herself and other women to gain economic independence, she formed SHE in 2012. SHE stands for She Has Everything. Katina's program encourages dozens of women every year to start their own business and provides scholarships to youth and grants to vendors that need a hand up.
The SHE event has been a bridge for a lot of people who have come to the SHE event like, hey, this is all I have, and this is what I'm working with, and I'm going to make the best of it, and they have left out of their champions, for real.
She's become the Pied Piper of promoting people's personal passions by propelling the sale of their products, while at the same time offering continuing education courses to make sure that women keep their businesses relevant and open. One course she offers is called Framed, focused on finances, resources, accountability, messaging, effort, and defining moments.
It's about opportunity. It's about growth. That's how I measure my leadership. That's how I measure my success. The growth of everyone that's in that building at that time.
I think it's a really classy shoe. You can dress it up.
Monica Brown has attended SHE events. She owns Shoes Galore Shoes Bar in Indianapolis, open now for more than 2 years. She credits Katina for helping with her success.
I just love her energy. She's just always positive when I'm around her.
I won't tell you what it is because she's here. Honoring Katina would not be easy. So I convinced her that someone at her event was nominated for a special recognition and asked her to hold the Jefferson Award Gold Medallion to help with the presentation.
And so this person has created a path. This person is a beacon of light that allows people to reach their destiny, fulfill their dreams, empower themselves, maybe create a job or two, and make their lives that much better. That is why RTV6 on this day is proud to present the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good to Miss Katina Washington.
She was surprised, but more importantly, she has everything and she wants to share it.
Stay focused, continue with your dream, stay in your lane. Don't compare yourselves to others. The only person that you should compare yourself to is yourself, and that's it.
Washington has a big year ahead. At her next event in April, she will go big time. The event is moving to the Indiana State Fairgrounds on April 4th. She's expecting to hand out another round of grants and scholarships to kids and ladies that need a hand up. For more information about SHE, you can go to sheeventindy.org and nominate someone you know who is making a difference. Just go to our website, theindychannel.com, select the menu and the life section, and click on Multiplying Good.
If you had a chance to step outside today, you got to enjoy a little bit of sunshine, but be warned. more wintry weather is on the way.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a little bit.
Some people might find it exciting, others intimidating. Depends on what you have to do. I think all of this is light. It's a combination of light snow and light freezing rain that has a winter weather advisory. So this is tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, and then Saturday is just a wet day and mild for a while. Okay, everything's winding up down in Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. You can see the rain to the east of that. As this moves northeast into the colder air, you've got your advisories that stretch all the way into Wisconsin, Michigan, and of course the Hoosier State. That goes into effect, as we mentioned, tomorrow night. Temperature now with sunshine through the afternoon hours. Didn't really warm us up though, did it? 28 in Kokomo and Marion, 30 in Frankfort. To the south we go. You made it above freezing. 36 in Bedford. Temperature 1 degree cooler in Columbus. Okay, look at these two sleeping. You gotta love this. The one uses the other as a pillow. We thank Yvonne for sending in this photo. The toys are in the background. They've rolled off the bed. It's time for a little sleep.
They've had a day.
Temperatures, they're in the 20s. For a while. Some spots may end up in the teens tonight. As you go for a walk this evening, the wind not too bad, generally 10 miles per hour. First thing in the morning, they'll be in the teens to low 20s. That's the issue. When will temperatures climb above freezing? That's the key to tomorrow night. Afternoon readings will be in the low 30s as we head to the evening hours, beginning, I believe, with some snow, very light snow, as warmer air tries to come in. Again, remember, it's going to go over the top of the colder air. That will create the area of freezing rain. There you see the very light pink. That would be some light freezing rain, a little burst of snow on the leading edge. This is between 7 and 11 tomorrow evening. I stop it at 3 in the morning. We begin the transition to all rain as temperatures come into the 40s, surging Saturday morning. Very mild air. It just won't last all that long. This temperature occurs by midday and then just falls like a rock until we wake up on Sunday morning at 12 degrees. The cold, dry air takes over on Sunday. The wind first thing Saturday morning, very strong out of the south, changes direction as the temperature falls in the afternoon, but we'll have wind gusts close to 40. There's your rain Saturday morning. Let it roll into the afternoon. Intensity lets up. Rain moves out, and then this happens. Temperature at noon, 45. I'll just hit the button, this one right here. Watch these temperatures fall right on through Saturday night into Sunday morning, where they'll be in the teens, close to the single digits in a few spots. Here's your 7-day planner. Cold air's here for a little bit. Temperatures early next week, 10 Monday morning, 23 for the high. As we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we show signs of warming up. Right now, that is a dry stretch that will be needed after we see another ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain Saturday.
I haven't had to wear those thick jackets yet. Put them away.
Now you do.
Take them back out.
Right. Thanks, Kevin, for that.
Well, most women don't like to answer this question, what size do you wear? But you may not mind answering after our next story, what many women are doing wrong when it comes to selecting their clothes.
Budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
Hello to you. I'm Julie Grant with Court TV, and we're covering 2 trials for you today. First, we're in day number 4 of jury selection in the state of Florida in a case of a man accused of killing 3 of his family members. What's more, investigators say that witchcraft might have been involved in the crimes. This man, Donald Hartung, is accused of 3 counts of first-degree murder for the July 2015 deaths of his mother, Von Seal Smith, and his 2 half-brothers, John and Richard Smith. Today, the individual questioning of the jurors continues in private. They're being asked about their views on the death penalty and on their ability to follow the law. The 3 victims in this case were found in Von Seal Smith's Pensacola home, all of them with stab wounds to their necks. If convicted, Hartung could face the death penalty. And we're also following jury selection in the Harvey Weinstein rape trial in New York City. Weinstein accused of 5 different sex crimes. As always, you can count on Court TV for live gavel-to-gavel coverage of America's most compelling criminal trials. I'm Julie Grant. Now back to you in the studio.
And you can learn more about the other cases around the nation right now at courttv.com.
Going clothes shopping is something many women enjoy doing, but research shows a staggering number of women are wearing the wrong sized clothing. Research shows up to 80% of women don't wear clothes that fit properly. Take this woman, for example. She was wearing a size 10 when she's really more like a 6. She was hiding what she calls her imperfections.
That's 2 sizes bigger than what I wear now. I don't know necessarily why. I think it's just like you cover your body sometimes. It feels a little more comfortable. In reality, when you wear clothes that fit, you look so much better.
In most cases, it goes both ways, either too small or too big. People often don't see themselves how the outside world sees them, and I think maybe sometimes camouflage themselves behind the clothing.
Here are some tips from the pros on how to find the right fit. Wrinkles point to a problem. Make sure you sit first in jeans to see if they feel good. And for jackets, move your arms around. If you find yourself in between sizes, size up. You can always alter later. Fashion tape can be your friend for a quick fix. And finally, do not be afraid to ask for help.
All new at 6 p.m. here on RTV6, an effort to help some of our most vulnerable citizens. Leaders say more needs to be done to protect people against domestic violence. We're going to show you how city leaders are now getting involved.
And next on the Now Indy, the push to honor those who gave their lives to protect others. The call to action for a fitting tribute. You're watching RTV6.